Welcome back to the pod. Y'all are just checking in with y'all's two favorite people on the internet. It is everybody's favorite uncle, yours truly, Uncle Don Don. I am joined by my virtual half, my good brother Paul, aka.
Mr. Qualified. How y'all doing?
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome back to the conversation. I'm not about to start with you. Well, I do want to give you a compliment though before we check in. I gave it to you off camera, but I do like that little number you got on. It's
Oh,
Yeah, your little Milwaukee joint.
indeed. Yeah, just a little plug, a little shout out. But the fifth element is the brand of Kevon Looney, Milwaukee product, NBA player. Spent most of his career with the Golden State Warriors, three-time champion with them. Now with the New Orleans Pelicans, but nonetheless born and raised in Milwaukee. So shout out. Yeah, gotta rep the homeland. Guys too. We don't got many voices for us, so.
Y'all don't, so that's why I was super excited. Not only is that a nice shirt, it also is, represents somebody. So
Yeah. Chicago never lets us forget, how important y'all are to the world. So I take pride in the importance that, we get every now and again.
and Chicago thanks you. No, I'm just
No, that's the response. Like, you're welcome.
But anyway, what we got for the people today? What we doing?
Honestly, I feel like a lot of things been grinding your gears lately. So I mean, just pick one of the many in that wheelhouse.
So much. I don't even. It's funny that you say that because my shirt says I don't like morning people or mornings, and the rest of it says or people. So everything gets on my nerves. But some things do pique my interest in that.
Interesting.
Uh, but we can get into that later. You always pick my brain first. You go. What's on your heart?
This is fair. I I don't think I have a grind my gears, like nothing that's kind of had me in the like that's just annoying. Like there's been a lot of life things happening, but nothing that bad. But something I thought about the other day that was absolutely a thought that came from being bonded with nature. But but nonetheless, is us going to work part of us being in a simulation?
100%.
Okay, I thought I was tripping because I immediately thought of Atlanta, right? And I'm just like, that was a bit like too real if you watched all the layers. And I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, dang, like I go to work and I don't be like faking it. Like for the most part, I'm my authentic self, but like there's a part of myself when I'm at home that like sees myself at work and is like, are you not like that? Like, why are you acting this way? And it just really took me out because I'm like, is that everybody's experience? Like, does everybody have such a different persona at work that sometimes you like that is really not shout out to the people that can truly be their authentic selves in whatever they do for work. Shouts out to you because it's just so interesting.
I think at this point in my life, age, career, whatever, I am like the person that I am at work is 100% the person I'm at home and vice versa. I don't know if that's a good thing, but they match now. But oh yeah, no, 100% this is a simulation. We play characters. Like somebody has a controller. It's probably the aliens. Somebody got a controller up there and they just like, oh, we're just gonna go to work. Now we driving down the highway and we go in, we press play to whoever we gonna be that day. It is not who we are at home. No, 100% it is not. Generally speaking, no. 100% simulation.
That's crazy. Yeah, you really are picking the character you're gonna be every day. That is
It's
so
like GTA. You go in that little closet, you get dressed, you come back, you bump into people on the street.
yeah. Nah, so that's really been taking me out like all week because I'm just like I felt felt like my third eye opened. I was just like, wow, I feel like I'm realizing this for the first time. But that's cool because I really don't mind. Like it ain't like I hate work or nothing like that, but I'm just like this just feels like a part of the game for real. But yeah.
No, I feel like that. I used to feel like that, but now, I don't know if I'm on like one player mode or what is going on. But there's no variety, and I that concerns me because I usually table my work personality and my at home personality. I
Mm.
used to be very good back in the day. And I think I started to care less. So then they started to blend into one person. So yipes. But yeah, do you enjoy the simulation?
Parts of it, like there are it's like parts of it where it's like, ah, this is cool, or parts of it where it's like it's not a facade, but like you kind of like um what's the word? Like you kind of exaggerating a thing in the moment. So like
Hmm.
some aspects of that are like cool, you know what I'm saying? But man, it's just still like I never thought about breaking the simulation, but now I'm like, and I don't mean quitting my job. Let's be clear, ain't no.
Right, we need benefits.
Hey,
Okay.
listen, that should only happen under extreme circumstances. Uh, but nah, yeah, like I don't know. You remember? You may not, because we don't be remembering what we talked about in previous episodes for real. But we were having some conversation where I feel like I was expressing that this idea of being like super intentional about life and like truly trying to live in the now was like an epiphany for me in some way, form, or fashion. So like when I think about breaking the simulation, it's like, am I doing those things intentionally, or do it feel like that's just what I'm supposed to do in this place? Like or else almost like kind of deal. So not even trying to be super deep. It's really just more about like, I guess, understanding life at a different level. That's how I feel like it's been the past, I don't know, like month or so. Super introspective. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you said not to be super deep, but like art imitates life. So I feel like the games we play is actually, if I can write it, be us playing other people's lives. Nah, so what?
There was well, no, okay. There wasn't a Black Mirror episode about that specifically, but one in principle that was the same thing of like life imitating art, like it was a TV show. Uh Good episode too.
Could you really imagine if if that's what really was going on? Like when we play The Sims and other related games, if we actually was just controlling the other people, like in our world society.
I think in some people's heads they are. but, but no, that would be wild. That's way too much power. I don't think people need that much power.
Yeah, and I would be asking my person like how much practice you need. Like when we going to level two.
Like when do you know you reached the next level in the game? It started to feel repetitive.
I could only hit this same checkpoint and slide down this Mario pose so many times. Like, what are we doing?
Dang. So that means when you feel bored and you don't feel like you doing anything with your life, that means somebody paused the game.
Yes. They probably went to go make a sandwich and go outside or something, you
Went
know?
to go touch the grass.
Now you just over there just bumping in the walls ready to press play. That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh no, this one, okay, you talking about something that grinds your gears. I heard this at an early age and I knew like it didn't make sense when I heard it, but people be like, oh yeah, this was what my aunt did. She bought like a plot and was, she built her house. But she always tells people that she built it from the ground up. And I immediately heard them. It was like, oh yeah, we broke ground, we built this from the ground up. And much like George Wallace said, like, why the hell would you start with the roof down? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like you have to build a house from the ground up. And when people say that, I kid you not, my eye starts twitching. I've hated that for years.
No, that's crazy because you really do just got sayings. Like they just catchphrases. They just things you say. Like a lot of them don't really make sense. Like, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. No, you can't. And no, you won't. Like, why is a horse the example?
No, yeah,
Why
you
would
look
you choose one of the largest animals as an example?
probably chewy as hell too. I don't want no damn horse. Like, I mean, look at horse, the stallions. That's a firm piece of muscle meat right there. You're not about to chew through that. You could have picked any other animal.
Got a lot of gristle.
Yeah. No, I'm not that hungry. I don't want to eat a horse. Or
Um,
like when people say it's raining cats and dogs. Why would cats and dogs be coming out of the sky? And first of all, if it's raining that hard, wouldn't it just be like larger puddles of water? It wouldn't turn into fucking animals. Like I hate when people say it's raining cats and dogs outside.
my thing is, did people not think about how many different types of dogs there are? Like, which dogs are raining?
Right?
Like, what do you mean by that? Like, like, is it raining all like Siberian Huskies? Like, what we doing? Like, it's
Yeah, because that's a hot rain. Or if what if it was raining pit bulls? That'd be more like a thunderstorm, you know? Yeah.
thunderstorm. And yeah, I don't know if we're gonna weather that one. I don't think we're gonna make it through that storm. Yeah,
Yo,
people to play with.
could you imagine going to work, you park your car, you get out, and all of a sudden it just started raining, but you get out the parking garage and see that it's raining pit bulls? What would you do?
Try to wake up.
It's a simulation, right?
I'm obviously dreaming. We really living in Inception. Because how we in the simulation and we dreaming.
This is 100% a simulation. None of this makes sense. Almost none of this matters.
I see why people have the effort mentality now. Because
Mhm.
who cares?
I have nothing to give. I have nothing to give. I don't. When I literally decided today at work that I am giving the very least moving forward. I have nothing to give.
I look, I hear that. I feel like I low-key had a similar moment today. Like I was very much just kind of like, yeah, like, I don't have like it's not there. Don't have it. Really wish I could. Really tried. I promise you. It ain't happening. But no, but to be real for a minute though, I think I'm not gonna lie. I think Monday, like I think me hurting my hamstring, like personally, was a very like in a weird way, it was kind of like a reality check. And not in like a bad way, but I felt like although it was something physical and minimal, it still kind of felt like the purpose and message translated to just kind of how I've been feeling in life, which is ironic because like a couple weeks ago, I was talking about life is like a game of basketball, like it's a game of runs, da 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 da, and I'm on a run myself. Why would I say that? Why would I jinx myself by talking about the run? I'm on like what? Like in my head, I'm just like nah, like I'm feeling good, like I'm cool, I'm flowing right now. And it's like Big G said, is that right? Is that so? Got something for that. Joker, Joker, Ace. but but no, but it was really a message of like slowing down, which I think is so important. And I think like, and you saying that, it just triggered that thought for me that like sometimes like me saying I ain't got it, it's not me like literally saying like I'm turning off per se, but like I just gotta slow down. Like I don't got it to this is one of them rare breaks where like we don't move. Like we chill for a little bit, for a minute, for a minute, for a little bit. We chill. So no, I feel that because it's just too much going on right now. Just a slight little reset, slight little adjustment, then we'll be good to go. But I need that little bit of time.
Yeah, you need the reality checks. It's good to slow down. I like I said, I have nothing to give. I'm not tapping out completely, but I give a lot, my all, extra credit sometimes. So we're gonna give less, but I might do more. I feel like I need something different to do, so I might mess around, start thrill seeking a little bit. Because I thought I got 5 years before I'm 40, so I said I might consider going skydiving
Ooh. You
before I turn 40.
You're so adventurous. Like, I don't envy you. I don't wish I was like that, but I respect it. Ooh, I could never. I couldn't. And I don't think I'm not afraid of heights. Like, I'm fine on planes. Like, I do hate roller coasters though. I shouldn't say I hate them, but like, I'm not a roller coaster guy. So you wanting to skydive and do all like it's dangerous.
It is, and it's not something that I would have sought out to do. I'm not like evil Knievel, like thrill seeking, but I do like adventure. Like the world is full of experiences, and I want to try to experience them. But maybe this really is a simulation. Maybe this like another path you could take, some shit. I don't know. Like full circle conversation is very unintentional, but that's what we're coming to. But no, I think I could do it. I'm terrified, let me be honest. Like I would not have sought this out, like I said, but the more I hear that people have done it and the more people say, oh, yeah, you should do it, or you want to go skydiving. Once the seed is planted in my head, it's kind of there unless something absolutely tells me no. So I'd probably shut up myself, just let's be real. Like I'm terrified to even think about going skydiving, but um here's a random thought about that. After, let's hypothetically say this sim allows me to go skydiving, and then I jump out the plane and I call you and tell you, what the hell is the past tense of skydive? What
I
is it?
know.
Skydove, skydived, like
I mean, dang, what you just got finished doing? I just got done skydiving.
you always say skydiving, like I went skydiving. So is the past tense
Yeah, like
implied
somebody says
that,
I skydove yesterday.
right? Because somebody told me they went skydiving, and I was just like, I was sitting there thinking, like, damn. So does that mean they skydove?
It definitely means they skydove.
I was like, oh, I guess you went skydiving, and I know in the past. It's it's a couple words like that that kind of sound weird when you think about it,
Yeah,
because you got preach, right? Shout out to Rita for showing you the Lord at an early age. So y'all will go and hear somebody preach, right?
right.
And the past tense of preach is
They pratched.
right. It's preached.
Well, they approached.
No, it's preached.
No, I'm just
Preach.
saying, what would it be? Like, I don't even think it.
Well, no, because that point when you look, the English language is so interesting. Like when you look at like teach and preach sound like, what's the word? Similar, whatever. We go with that. Um, they rhyme. That's what I was trying to say. Preach and teach rhyme.
They do.
And then you got preach is preached, but teach is taught.
Yeah,
Not teached, which I heard somebody say, and I was like, "Oh God, you've never been to school." Um, uh, so if if it's what the past tense
mm.
of teach is taught and preach is preached, why ain't it teached or praught? Yeah, I went to church and he praught. Like what?
It's, yeah, just it's what they call it. Babe, it's all the that's another sector of the Mandela effect. That's really all that is. Like certain things just don't make sense in the same way that certain things were never what we think they were. It's a glitch in the simulation.
Mhm.
It's a glitch.
I said, love me or hate me, but I'm competitive.
Yeah. Yeah. You feel like you're competitive in life?
hmm Relatively, yeah.
Like, like not that you competitive about life with other people, or are you? Like you just competitive, like if there's a goal or if there's like a prize to win or like something to obtain.
As opposed to,
Like I'm better at life than somebody else or in life.
oh, that's a motivation too. I mean, competition is, universal at this point, but yeah,
That's so
I'm,
funny. I really would have thought that you just really didn't care that much, so you wouldn't really think about other people in that type of capacity.
I compete, I don't compare. That's the difference. I'm competitive in the sense of like goals and ambition and all that kind of thing. I'm competitive in games. I'm competitive in the sense of I do feel like there's a winner to life. Several winners to life. So that's kind of a motivating factor. But I'm most competitive with myself. I like to see where I can push my limits. I mean, hence why I'm like, damn, before 40, I think I want to go skydiving. Like that's a limit I'm pushing. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't even thought about that 5, 10 years ago, you know? So I'm most competitive with myself, but yeah, I look at my peer group and say, hey, what are they doing in life? What am I doing in life? Okay, well, I think we making it make sense, or I feel like I'm better off than that person, in some way, not necessarily like a financial kind of thing, but there's certain situations where you say, I am more experienced or more like adequate to handle something than somebody else. That's a motivating factor for me because I'd be like, okay, I'm not the last one.
That's real. Do you agree that there's a thin line with that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
How do you mm, how do you decipher between that thin line of comparing and competing and understanding that like it's not that you're supposed to, yeah, like it's like what strikes the difference for you? I guess that's what I'm trying to ask.
Probably some humility and understanding. Like I know that my journey is my journey, so I can't compare in that sense. But I say, oh, when this person was 35, even if they're older than me, right? I say, oh, well, where were they about when they was 35? Or where were they when they were in their second job? Or where were they when they finally fell in love? Like, and where am I kind of comparing just for like a reference point? Um, and then I say, okay, this is where they are. Can I get further or am I further? So then I'm kind of competing, in that sense, because I'm using the other person as a checkpoint,
Yeah,
but I don't compare the two of us because my journey is my journey, but also I can't judge what you got going on and when you got going on. Like our circumstances are different. So, I mean, I'm aware enough to know that. And I mean, I'm humble. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. But I am better than myself yesterday.
that's real. And I really like that. And it's ironic that this like in this crazy way that this even came up in conversation, but I was literally talking with my best friend Jazz about this earlier today, and it was just this idea that like I think that that idea of compare and compete is a dynamic and duality, even if you want to go that far and say that. Um, Whatever you call it, I've struggled like navigating that area. I think there are moments where I've been able to understand that my journey is my journey, but it's been difficult to also, not compare in the sense of like, is there something I'm not doing? Like, how much of this is it's not for me, and how much of it is like, am I not working hard enough? Am I not doing enough? Am I not invested enough, disciplined enough? Like finding the balance between, I guess, like, grace, but also like, can I be doing more? Like how much do I challenge myself? So yeah, it's interesting to hear you speak with so much confidence about that kind of discernment because I feel like that's something I I just aspire to be able to walk that line better, I guess.
It takes some time. I wouldn't always like this. I would second guess myself and whatever. But now I'm like, who cares? Um, you also you mentioned grace, but I know you also have to like go with your gut and know that you feel something. You feel that this is enough effort, or you feel like you was half-assing something. Like you know when it's right and when it's not. So like you don't necessarily have to question that too much. But yeah, now I'm as realized as I'm gonna be. So yeah, I'm gonna compete with myself. I'm gonna, peek into the lives of other people because I mean this is a simulation, right? So they made all these characters individual. We all sharing the same storyboard. We just running around, trying to figure life out. So yeah, sorry, that face was not meant to be dismissive to you. I felt that felt aggressive, but it's you know, in
Now,
my head, like once you learn to own yourself, like in that mentality, you're like, oh my God, why didn't I do this sooner? And why don't other people do it too? It's oh so simple.
nah, that's real. Do you feel like that kind of kicked in for you when you moved back home?
Hmm.
That that seems about right. Yeah, but I know what you mean when it's like you have that moment or you have that time where you realize just how simple it is. And in that same conversation with Jazz, I was telling her, I was like, I feel like I'm having one of those moments. Like this feels spiritual in the sense of like I feel something in my spirit about like how different things need to be. Um, and just a much calmer understanding of there not being a need to second guess, there not being this idea of like there being anything wrong, but things need to be done differently, whether that's with better discipline, whether that's with more intention, whether that's with more energy, more investment, whatever the case may be. And it is a distinct and interesting feeling of like you feel like you've like realized something, but then there's also that like fire and motivation of realizing that since you've kind of come to that realization, you now kind of know how much work you have to do and in a way like what's required. So I think that's made me like excited if nothing else. But it's definitely a interesting, like humbling, journey, all things considered. But yeah, just feels like one of those tiers or levels of adulthood. Like I remember I felt like I cracked the code when I finally figured out my approach to school that like was just really peaceful and calm and like kind of do what you got to do and have fun, as opposed to stressing about everything. And so
Yeah.
it's like I feel like it's just been the evolution of those type of moments in life kind of deal. Cause yeah, my last semester was a blast. So, and it was all because I was just like, yeah, like we're chilling. Schedule's great. Class is class. Do what you got to do. Have a ball.
Sounds like your sim got you to the next level.
You know what? The level 99. I don't know how many levels it is in Sims, but yeah.
You talking about it is probably you seeing the like highlight reel. You used to play like Sonic or Mario. You get past the checkpoint and they show you all the cool shit you did. That's what this is. This is
People need
simulation.
highlight reels. I've
Hmm.
I've said people need highlight reels. I feel like if people saw highlight reels, like they'd feel much better about entering new seasons of life.
Yes.
That's what your friends are supposed to be for, though, to be honest. Like, and maybe not even just friends, but like your support system in general. Like, they're supposed to be the ones to remind you of the work that's been done to get you where you are now and keep you on the path you're going. So, yeah, this really is man. We ready player one. That's all this is, man. We ready player one. I think honestly, I think that should be the title of the episode too. I think Ready Player One is that's
Okay.
yeah, with this. We are Ready Player One. What would your name? What's your name in the game? Like if you had to
Oh,
give yourself a name, almost as it like your gamer tag. So to say.
well, I mean, I feel like this kind of a given. It will probably be Uncle Don Don.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if this is just a simulation, or you mean like as a real name, not a
I'm thinking Ready Player One, like they was They was one person outside in the real world, and then they had a whole name,
Right,
different
right, right.
aesthetic, whatever in the game.
Like an alias, not so much
Yeah, 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 yeah.
like my screen name would,
That's
obviously.
that's fair. That makes sense. But yes, your alias.
Oh, my alias. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I kind of do like going by my middle name sometimes because I feel like it throws people off when they hear my name.
I think it would.
So I feel like I could give Deontay energy.
What's Deontay energy?
I don't know. I just feel like my middle name would be a completely um different person. You've experienced Deontay at some point. I just can't really articulate when that was there. This right now is very Donald, but Deontay does surface occasionally. So maybe that would be maybe. Back in the day, I used to go by Anthony when me and my cousins was younger. We said we would just pick an alias to go out.
Mhm.
Pick an alias to go out. So if people ever talked to us, they never did. We was just a group of kids just running around, right? We all had different names, and I had chosen Anthony. I don't think that I really look like an Anthony or a Tony, so I might have to default to Deontay. But yeah,
Nah, that's real. It's crazy. I think my middle name would damn near be an alias too. I think Isaiah would be a I think that would be an alias. I feel like Isaiah is a little bit different. Like a little bit. Not it's more of the same than it is different, but it's distinct enough.
I
Can I articulate it? No, but I guess if you know, you know.
I could see Isaiah and Steven being about the same person, but I feel like Isaiah will have Zay energy
Oh.
sometimes, and
Shout out Jess. Shout out Jess. That's
Steven doesn't have the like Zay energy. So I could see that being the differentiator.
that's what it is. That's that's what it is right there. And we've somehow come full circle once again.
Yes, because we actually have seen, I think, glimpses of Isaiah and Deontay
Together?
in 2016, 2017, 2018. If
Yeah.
you know, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, 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 yeah.
so
Dang is
actually, that is a full circle simulation right there. We
that's
have already,
so is Deontay like 2018 you?
yeah.
like like fall 2018 you?
Yeah, what a time. That's
Is
Deontay.
that wait, so is that Maze or is something else Maze?
I, that's the Zay energy.
Okay.
I, Isaiah would be during the day.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
People probably, what the hell are they talking about?
The real no. The real no, man.
You
That's
know, you know.
you know, you know. But yeah, no, this has been a blast. We definitely should do things under this circumstance more often. I think it's been a good time.
137%.
135%. Shout out to you. Y'all will be seeing this after the fact, but by the time y'all see this episode, we'll have a new 35. That's what you was calling it. Have a new 35 member.
Is that, yeah, I guess that works. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what you and Alice called it.
I'm gonna believe it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Brum, 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 brum. Oh yeah, we about to have a good time.
Indeed, indeed. Now it's gonna be a blast. But until the next episode, until the next time that we check in with y'all.
Peace.